Patriot Nation. Ryan with you again. Here to give you a full review and range report on the 17C that we did an unboxing video on. Sorry it took so long to get there, but unfortunately we have lives other than firearms and YouTube. So we got it out to the range. I'll go ahead and let you know that it functioned fine once I got behind the trigger. The reason I say that is when we were at the range, there was a guy with his daughter in the lane next to us, and it was his daughter was like 16 years old or somewhere around there, and it was her first time at the range, first time shooting. Well, she was shooting she was shooting a .38 special revolver, and the only other firearm that he had was a Ruger LC9S, and she was afraid to shoot that because of how small it was, and she was afraid of it being snappy and recoil and everything else. So the range officer, because we frequent this range often, he asked if we had a 9mm for her to try. Well, I figured a full-size 9mm that's also compensated, you really can't reduce the recoil of a 9mm much more than that. So we let her shoot it, and she had a few malfunctions. She had a few failure to feeds. She had a few failure to extracts, stovepipe. So, not having fired the weapon myself yet, I got kind of nervous. So I loaded 10 rounds in magazine and fired at a good tempoed pace. No malfunctions whatsoever. So we determined that she was probably just limp wristing the weapon, not holding it properly, not managing the recoil properly. After that, she ran fine. We shot a couple different brands of 9mm 115 grain ammo, shot some 124 grain, and ran like a clock, man. No problems, no issues whatsoever. And I'll just tell you right now, shooting the 115 grain ball ammo, there is no muzzle flip whatsoever if you have a good proper grip on the pistol. I mean, it darn near doesn't move. And some compensated models, you can get kind of feel a concussion blast because of the compensation in the top of the barrel and the slide. With the 115 grain ball ammo, you didn't even get that. I didn't notice it at all until I shot some of the 124 grain. Then you notice it a little bit. It's nothing that hurts. It's nothing. It's not terrible. It's just something that you notice. I did run multiple magazines with it, including a 33 rounder. Never had any issues whatsoever with the firearm. It shot great. One thing it did do that is unfortunately somewhat common with Glocks, it did pig nose. As you can see, the frame kind of curled up there towards the slide. Like I said, that is pretty common with Glock pistols. Here's an example of what it should look like. You should see that gap all the way down. And on this 17, you might be able to see where there's not that gap there. Not that big of an issue. It doesn't affect the functionality of the pistol in any way. It just looks weird, looks off. So I will probably go ahead and fix that. I've had that issue before. It's a simple fix. I just use a heat gun on a low setting, put it on the frame for a few seconds, kind of straighten it out, hold it there, let it cool off, and it usually fixes it. The Yankee Marshal brought up this issue, and he has an actual video where he fixes the pig nose issue. So if you guys haven't seen that, go check him out if you have the same issue as well. If by some strange reason we get enough requests, we could do a video on it also. But other than that, it ran fine. It's very comfortable to shoot. Put really good groups through it. The Glock triggers are never the greatest, but they're their worst when they're brand new. I usually like to get anywhere between 300 to 500 rounds through my Glock pistol before I really start being critical on how I group with it, just so I can break in the pistol, break in the components and the trigger. But it still grouped extremely well. We were shooting indoors. We wanted to get some footage, but the range was extremely busy. We had to wait an hour to even get a lane, and that's with John being a member there. So that was just wasn't possible. Maybe we'll be able to get some footage in the future, but couldn't do it that day. I did also put a standard Glock 17 barrel in there that's not compensated. Ran a couple mags that way, and it still functioned fine. No issues, no problems, none whatsoever. So like I said in the unboxing video, you can always convert this to a non-compensated Glock, but you can't convert a normal Glock to compensated nearly as easily. I believe this would be a great weapon for home defense. I mean, we were shooting indoors, we weren't shooting low light, but I did not notice any muzzle flash out of the ports whatsoever. I mean, I'm sure there may have been some, but none that I noticed. So I feel like if I didn't notice it, it would never be an issue. It is loud though. That compensation does make for the pistol to be louder. But I think in a self-defense scenario, you know, if your ears are ringing for a day or two, but you save your life for the life of your loved ones or family, you know, I think that's a pretty good trade-off. So yeah, I'm pleased with the purchase. We'll probably hold on to this one. Really, sorry about that. But you know, I have a tendency to get pistols, keep them for a while, sell them, trade them off, just get something else. And there are some that always I plan on keeping forever, or keeping until I got to pay my mortgage or something like that. This one will probably stay around, at least for a while. I'm thinking about maybe putting some night sights on it. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll play around with it. I'm even toying with the idea of buying a 34 slide and barrel and being able to convert this to a 34. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I just like the fact that, you know, it is compensated and Glock supposedly is not going to make them anymore. And I like the fact that it was made in the USA. So I think she'll stick around. Guys, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Just want to let you know that we are working on some more things here. We can find out what this is all about. It's a really good firearm here. Here's another one. That might be my favorite. And here you go. There's one more. So we definitely have some things we're working on, guys. Just be patient. We appreciate the views. If you can, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. And this Glock 19, if you want a video on that, we'll do that. We'll do one on that too. So till next time, guys, stay safe, and we'll see you soon. You ready? Over here.
Speak.
I am harnessing my chi.
Take two. Or 17.
Hey guys, welcome back to Patriot Nation. It's Ryan here. Gonna bring you a full fuel. Till next time, guys.